Tell them about your depression.
Oh, I told him about the depression already. Every time I look at that formula, I smile. So I'm excited about that one, too. Thank you, Kendra. I love you, dear. It's time I got to pull off of these, I guess. With regards to the eyes, what could red veins on the white part mean? Well, that's the sclera, and every red vein there is related to different organs and glands in the body, just like the iris. I just happen to like the iris better. Sclerology, where you can see these reds. See where you can see these veins, and they all relate. Matter of fact, there's a particular capillary or vein that if it turns one way, it's going to be a boy. If it turns another way, it's going to be a girl. They have this down, and they're more medical doctors are learning this. I know acupuncturists use it a lot. For me, I can relate that to everywhere I see a lesion, a lacuna in the eye. You can always see a red vein and relate it to it. It's just that where there's a weakness, there's stress in tissue, the lymph is compromised, the blood's compromised, and therefore you see stress in tissue. It's like drinking or smoking or whatever. You see the eyes real red, or you just get tired. That's stress in the body, and or worse, you know, weakening of tissue and everything else. So yeah. Sclerology, get a book and go after that. Don Spock wrote a little book years ago. I have them around here somewhere, but this is Organic Superman, Dr. Morris, as an endurance athlete. Oh yeah. It's really need your opinions on pea and sprouted brown rice protein powders. I believe pea protein is from the yellow pea and is an isolate, and brown rice is a concentrate yielding 12 grams of complete protein per 18 grams. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you could use any of those things, to be quite honest with you. I think for power and endurance, alfalfa would be really cool. So if you could do something with alfalfa, make you a real strong alfalfa bar with chia seeds, maybe some hemp powder. I mean, you know, fix yourself a little goulash or whatever, fix yourself some. There's all kinds of things you could do. I think you're going to love this new formula that's a cellular proliferator, because it's going to give major endurance. So, you know, all these things, the God Blend, our superfood complex, I made that for as a food. You could take my superfood blend and just simply eat it, and that's all you need. Matter of fact, it has more chemistry than most animals ever get. Keep in mind, we as humans, we keep trying to more and more and more and more, but nature doesn't show us that. Nature shows us simplicity. Better. It does. It shows us simplicity. So I'd rather go err on the side of God than I would on man right now. But yeah, you could do that, brown rice, but I think you could kick it up to a better powder with more nutrients and things like that with the chia or the hemp and the, you know, like the alfalfas and the kelps and things like that. Just, you know, takes a bunch of superfoods. Power up. But remember, the more you remove your obstructions to the flow of energy, both blood, nerve, and lymph, that takes the resistance away and gives you more energy and more endurance on less calories. See, this is what people don't understand. It's like everything else. It's like when you're working against resistance, you're burning more energy. So when you're moving resistance out of the body, I saw that as a high fruitarian. It was like, whoa, wait a minute, wait, how do I turn this down? You know, because I was moving the obstructions out, and neurologically it's like, whoa, I'm feeling everything. That's why you get too body conscious when you get too far out there. And then you start feeling every little thing going on in your body. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, I feel this, what's that? And then people just freak out when they have a little spasm here or a little thing here. It's like, I did that too, and I said, oh, I just got to start getting out of my body instead of staying in it so much. I got to go anyway. But I like chocolate with avocado, but it is, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Really something we should be, I don't know. You ever notice Raw Food Solution? There's so many opinions about it. Somebody says Cacao's good, and somebody says it's bad, and you da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, everybody's got an opinion about foods. I don't eat that, to tell you the truth, so I don't know. I don't consume raw chocolate like that. I know David Wolf was heavy into it, and we carried it, and I think the pharmacy still has it out there, but you know, we don't know. I mean, you just go by everybody's opinions, this and that. And it's like, who has the true answers? That's why I'm more of a God person and rely on that. But I don't know what to say. You know, there are just so many opinions, and this scientific study or that scientific study, and one neutralizes the other, and blah, 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 blah. I've seen so many of those. That's why I'm an opinion the way I have, because I've read so many. I mean, this mind used to really like to tear it apart, and now this mind, I like to shut it up. I mean, Jesus. I mean, God, it's unbelievable. So I think simplicity always. I think nature teaches us that. I think there's no denying we're frugivores and looking at the bodies. Yes, no, we're not going to be able to be frugivores for quite a few generations myself. Probably going to be another 100 years for man can truly be a frugivore again. That's if everybody was on board regenerating the kids and working out of this, growing good fruit, picking it properly ripe and all this stuff. Yeah. Is man going to go that way? I don't know. Does it matter? I don't know. In the moment, giving love and helping others, that's what matters, because that opens your consciousness and stops the creation. You know, there's a level where everybody's creating and they have all this karma, and then there's a point where you just want to go home. You want to rest. It's time for you get ready and pack up and start moving on to your next journey or wherever. Well, you want to end the karma. Well, quit creating and start giving. Become the giver. And those that give get a lot more than they give. And I can only tell you, give God and it'll give you a lot more than you give. So with that, you all have a great fun day. I love you all. And keep going after your health, and thanks for the questions. I'll kick this up here soon, when we'll get more into maybe some anatomy and physiology, and we'll get into some life cases and stuff like that. I don't know to what level I can show gnarly stuff on the YouTube. Probably not much. So I want to keep it kind of civilized. In school, you get to see all the gnarly. All right, have a fun day. See ya, and be careful with the raw cacao. Bye-bye.